What is going on, traders? It's your boy Vlad coming with a quick recap video. So, last month it is in the book. I am a little bit late on making this video because it is now the 7th of July. So, let's get to it. Um, Last month it ended up, I was a little disappointed. Really about disappointed at myself. Um, the fact that I was up. I think I was like through the third week I was up like 5,200. Then I just started giving it up, as you could see you know, I just started giving it up, and mainly it wasn't even anything. Pretty much it was all on me. I was giving it up like being greedy. A lot of time when I mean I just for some reason I just couldn't stop. I'll be up like the market open at 9:30. By 9:45, 9:50, I'm up six, seven, 800 bucks. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, okay, I need to make more money. And at the end of the day, I end up either breaking even or losing money. I made a video about greed, and even after I made that video about greed, I still kept getting greedy. So I know that's a problem within me that I need to adjust. But overall, like I said, I did finish green on the month, 3,700 for the month of June. Um, so yeah, so let's do a quick recap. I'm just gonna pick some of the best trades, um, and some of the worst trades and stuff that I noticed about myself. All right, so one of the worst trades, and this was a OTC breakout that I had an opportunity to cut the loss, but I was like, okay, let me see what this is gonna do. This is it right here. I lost $923. $923, and this was on TPTW. This is like one of the worst tickers because I played it in this month and I lost money as well. So I bought it on the 30th. I bought it on the 30th, or so, thought I overnight it. Okay, so I bought it on the 28th. There it is. I bought it on the 28th and I sold on the 29th. So I bought it right around here when the market was closing. So the next morning, it had a little bit of a gap down. So my rule is, especially in OTC, if it's gapping down, no ifs or ands or buts, get out immediately. Try to salvage, not take a huge loss. But as soon as it opened, I was like, okay, let me just wait and see if it's gonna rip and go. So instead of the stock ripping and going, and let me show you what it actually did. It actually immediately start tanking. It tanked, so I had to chase down. I think I got out. I think my entry was like 0.28 something, and I got out like maybe like 0.25 something. All within this little time period here when I had the chance to be able to get out, but I didn't. I didn't cut the loss quickly. I wanted to see, and yeah, and I lost what, $900 some dollars just like that. Um, I initially tried to buy. I initially played it again that same day, and it was grinding up, and I was up. So it's actually two trades into one on that same day. So once it broke past this level, um, I bought it, and this stock just started ramping up. I had plenty of opportunities to get out right around here. I did start taking some off, but I got caught up in the CYDY trade because it happened on the same day, which I did not get out of TPW on. And by the time that I noticed that the stock had already started dropping, it was already too late because I end up selling like right around, yeah, right around here. Once I saw it, I was like, oh crap, let me just go ahead and get out. So this could have been avoided because mistake number one, not cutting my loss quickly. Like I said, it was gapping down. Since it was gapping down, hey Vlad, get out. No, I didn't do that. Um, okay, so my entry was like 0.291. Actually, when I bought this, 0.291, and I end up selling it. I say around like the 0.25 or 0.26. Then I rebought it again. I was up. I actually sold my first couple of sales was for profit, but I had 80,000 shares left that I had to dump it, towards the bottom because I was not paying attention to my position. So hence lost $923. With this was the OTC breakout again. This one I actually watched it. So I bought it. It was OPTI, and that also happened on the same day. OPTI. I bought it on this break right here. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I bought it on this break right here. Once I saw it broke three, and in the stock, and what I played it wrong, but it had a very good outcome, which I'm happy about that part. But this is the it's not there. Okay, this is the day right here. Yep. I waited for the pullback. Once I saw that, because the breakout level for it was roughly 3 cents. Once I saw that it was holding, I actually bought it here. What I should have done was when it ramped up, wait for it to confirm, which it was confirming. There was massive, massive, massive support at the 3 cent level. So I saw a lot of prints kept coming, and I kept seeing the bid. It kept being stacked. Well, the fact that it kept being stacked was just the confirmation. Okay, Vlad, you still need to hold this. Um, so I held, and we have this massive move going up, and all I was just simply doing just selling on the way up. So by like probably right here, I was already out. So it made 900 something dollars. So that pretty much evened out my day there. It actually canceled, my bad trade over here. Of me not paying attention. And the last trade of that same day, I believe, was CYDY. So CYDY, as you already know, and if you don't know, it had I think what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green days, and I could actually remove some of the stuff here. Had 8 green days, so I knew a major pullback was gonna happen. So along the ways, I took little scratches, little losses off of CYDY, trying to anticipate this big red day. And each time I was like full size. So the unfortunate part about it was I was not full size when this crash happened. So if you look at it, I was only able to fill. So I tried to fill 2,000 shares, and I was only able to fill 75 shares, which is just like you gotta be kidding me. So my entry, $9.50, and I chased it 10 more cents down, and I was only able to get 20 filled. But look at this. So I shorted it because I roughly shorted it once VWAP because I started seeing the red candles, and I didn't want to chase it. So I started shorting it here once I saw there was a big volume, and I didn't want to try to chase full size. The next thing you know, this thing ramped back up on me. So when I first tried to slam, those shares, I had a very good risk reward because let's say if it did slam back up, I was potentially willing to lose $200 versus if I'm chasing it from 930s and I'm full size and this thing goes all the way back to VWAMP. That's a super big loss. Not a super big loss, but not a loss that I was willing to take. So once I got in it, because it started tanking. Since I only had like 75 shares, I was able to be real patient with it. And what really got me out of my position here was the fact that I thought that I saw a turn in level two. There was briefly like a turn, but the error that I made was not letting the candle, form and be green. Because had I did that, I missed another what $1 and something, $2 and something worth of downside on the short. Because I 950, roughly 950 to 667. So right around here. So one important lesson, especially when you're shorting these OTCs, like for the crash, wait for the candle. Wait to see if the candle is gonna be green. Let it form on the minute chart. If it forms, then you could proceed. And not only let it form, but let it show you. If you have like multiple green candles, okay, yes, then it is a bounce. If not, then no, it's not a bounce. Then you could probably still keep riding the wave because, like I said, just a straight cliff dive, then you have the bounce. So I played it both ways. So got the cliff dive, then the bounce, and I had an excellent entry on the rebound. I was able to get 3,000 shares filled. But I turned around and made the same mistake. So I got in at $5.15 with 3,000 shares. And one way that I noticed it was the level two. It started stacking up. and there was a lot of prints that's going above the ask, and I saw the first green candle. Then I saw the first green candle was formed. Then right at the second candle, I was putting in orders. I put one for 515, put one for like 525. Um, for some reason, my broker canceled the one for the 525 because I actually tried to do like 6,000 shares. But I end up getting 3,000 at 515. So I was like, okay, I'm about to ride this thing up. I know it's going to have at least $1 upside. So at the very least, I'm going to make like 3 grand. So this is the first minute, second minute, third minute. I see the red candle. I'm like, oh no, it's a reversal. Let me just go ahead and lock in profits. And remember what I was saying too is on these OTC dip buys, you want to see multiple red candles for a turn. Just one is not sufficient enough. That's the mistake that I made. So I bought at 515 and I quickly sold right here. Then I just watched this thing go up without me. Notice on the reversal, multiple red candles. Then once it reverses again, multiple green candles. So let that be a sign for you. And that way you could properly gauge the stock. So really those were just the two biggest takeaway that I had for the month. Beside not letting greed overcloud your judgment. Um, so yeah, so I'm just gonna try to take it one day at a time with trading. If I'm up big, just shut my laptop, shut my computer off, and just call it a day. Versus me trying to be greedy and thinking, hey, I'm about to try to make five, two, three, 6,000, when being up six, $700 or $800 within the first couple of minutes of the market open is very acceptable. Like I said, I just kept doing the same mistake over and over and over again. I had about like maybe 4 or 5 days like that. I'm up really big, but I'm like, okay, let me try to get more. So yeah, so guys, I mean, this is it um, for the month of June. Let's try to rock out the month of July. Tomorrow's another trading day, another good buying and selling opportunity. So let's just trying to get this money, guys. So this is Vlad signing off. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Peace.